We might actually be witnessing a new chapter in Carolina Panthers football. Because on Sunday, the vibes were different. At MetLife Stadium, under the cold New Jersey sky, the Panthers handled business. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't perfect. But it was beautiful. Carolina walked away with a 13-6 win over the New York Jets. Their third straight victory, their first road win of the season, and for the first time this far into the season since they were 5-4 entering Week 11 of 2019. Your Carolina Panthers are over 500. Yeah, 4-3. And that feels really, really good. But as sweet as the victory was, it came with a big concern. Let's break it all down. It's time to talk about Ejiro Evero's defense, because wow, these guys are starting to look legit. After a rough 2024 season, Evero's vision is finally taking shape in Carolina. The run defense, once a glaring weakness, has completely flipped the script. The Panthers held the Jets to just 81 rushing yards on 20 carries. That's now 3 straight games holding opponents under 100 yards. And the pressure? It was relentless. Carolina racked up 6 sacks, led by Derek Brown, Ashawn Robinson, and the rookie duo Nick Scorton and Princely Umamulan. Even safety Trayvon Moehrig got in on the action. But Derek Brown? He was a wrecking ball. 2 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, 3 batted passes, and tied for the team lead with 7 tackles. This man owned the trenches. And behind him, J.C. Horn had a monster day. 2 clutch interceptions and a complete lockdown performance in coverage. The Jets finished with just 139 passing yards total. Evero's group isn't just improving, they're setting the tone for this team's identity. Now, while the defense carried the day, the offense took a scary hit. Bryce Young, who's been showing real growth lately, was knocked out of the game late in the third quarter with an ankle injury. Before the injury, Young completed 15 of 25 passes for 138 yards and a touchdown, a solid, composed performance considering how much pressure he was under. Head coach Dave Canales confirmed after the game that Young couldn't put weight on his ankle. When asked about his status, he simply said, "We'll see." Yeah, not what you want to hear. Until the tests come back, it's a waiting game, and Panthers fans everywhere are holding their breath. If Young can't go next week against the Buffalo Bills, veteran Andy Dalton will take the reins. And Dalton already played a crucial role on Sunday. With the game on the line and just under 2 minutes left, Andy Dalton stepped in cold and delivered. On 3rd and 8, he dropped back and found Xavier Legette for a 33-yard bomb, sealing the win for Carolina. That was ice in his veins. Dalton's leadership helped steady the offense when they needed it most. And speaking of Legette, what a bounce-back game from the second-year receiver. For weeks, fans and media alike have questioned if Xavier Legette was ready for this stage. Well, on Sunday he answered. 9 catches, 11 targets, a career-high 92 yards and a touchdown. He was Bryce Young's go-to weapon all afternoon, then became Dalton's closer in the fourth quarter. There's still room to grow, especially when it comes to creating yards after the catch. But this was exactly the kind of performance Legette needed to regain confidence and prove he belongs. Big-time players show up in big moments. And that's exactly what he did. The Panthers' backfield committee also held its own in this gritty win. Rico Dowdle led the way again with 79 yards on 17 carries, running with his trademark toughness. And Chuba Hubbard, in his first game back from a calf strain, chipped in 31 hard-fought yards on 14 touches. It wasn't explosive, but it was efficient. The 1-2 punch approach is working, and it's keeping this offense balanced, something the Panthers desperately needed. So, let's take a step back. Carolina has now won 3 straight games. They've climbed above 500 for the first time this far into the season since 2019. Their defense is playing elite football, and their young quarterback, despite taking some hits, is starting to find his rhythm. This is progress. This is belief. This is the new Carolina Panthers. But with Bryce Young's ankle now a question mark, the next chapter could be the most defining one yet. So what do you think? Can this team keep the streak alive, even if Bryce Young has to miss time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're feeling this new energy in Carolina, hit like, subscribe, and join us every week for more Panthers breakdowns, game reactions, and player updates. Because this feels different. Keep pounding, Panther Nation.